Popcorn Moment brought to you by Booher Remodeling, Booher. BooherRemodeling.com. That kitchen, that bathroom, that's Booher Remodeling. If it's inside your four walls, Booher Remodeling is the call. And I've been talking about how you really need to turn your basement into something that's actually part of the house. If you're watching this finals, could you imagine the ability to watch that on your home theater? 85-inch screen, larger, the seats, the sound, the feel, walking into that place that you have had put your custom touch on to be able to enjoy the game with family, with friends, create memories. Booher Remodeling helps you do all of that. Same thing is true with your kitchen, a kitchen that the family comes around during the holidays, where you have that just brief a moment or that detailed interaction. Everything happens in the kitchen. Booher can help with that too. Create more space, more cabinet space, the countertop space, reconfigure the kitchen, make it work for your growing family, make it work for your future. Not only increase the value of your home, but increase the value of your life. The 5-step design process utilized by Booher makes it all happen, from that initial consultation to that final bit of finished construction. Booher Remodeling, the one and only call to make sure your kitchen, your bathroom, your basement is working for you and your life. Talk to Booher today. 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Booher Remodeling, 852-5546, or online at Booher, Booher, BooherRemodeling.com. The popcorn moment. Let's go. It's a story you need to hear to believe, then grab your popcorn, because there is more. I do have a twofer for you today, because I'm good like that. Because people are weird. Of course, you've got this fight, a feud, I tell you. We need family feud music there, producer Carl. I don't have that. We're going to need some feuding music. I don't know that, or I don't know, dueling banjos, something. You know what? We need family feud. It's time to play the feud. That's what we've got right there. You have Elon Musk and you have Donald Trump. Elon Musk doesn't like the tax cut bill because there's not enough spending cuts. Trump is saying, Elon, he's gone crazy. He didn't like that we don't have EV mandates. He was wearing thin. Musk is like, I didn't ask for EV mandates, and this bill is terrible. And what happened to the guy from 2013 who wanted spending cuts? And then Trump is like, we're going to cancel contracts with X. And then Musk is like, okay, Donald Trump's in the Epstein files. And everything goes nuts. Everything goes nuts, and everybody's taking sides for whatever reason. Like Thomas Massey. Thomas Massey saying that, who's been opposed to this legislation because it doesn't have enough cuts. You haven't seen what are known as the rescission bills in order to get the cuts.
I trust the math from the guy that lands rockets backwards over the politician's math. I think that patient is on life support, and if the Senate thinks they're going to rehabilitate it and rewrite it, I think they're endangering this patient.
This is politics. Everything can come back. But everyone's taken a side. And yes, I do think that this bill can still pass. It's absolutely possible. I don't know where I am on probability. I haven't done a polling of the senators. I haven't done a whip count or anything like that. I'm saying that the idea that somehow this piece of legislation is over.
Over? Did you say over? Nothing is over until we decide it is. Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Hell no!
Don't ever discount Senator Blutarski's ability to get something done. Thomas Massey, you do that at your own peril. So that's a take, right? He thinks it's going to die. He's going to go with Elon's math over Trump's math. Whatever. It's a take. It's a hot take. People are going to like it, not like it. Fine. Then there is the dopey take. This is Lulu Garcia Navarro, not that familiar with, although I've seen her before, on CNN.
Lulu, your reaction?
I have so many thoughts about this. I think this is bad for Musk. If you look at the history around the world of authoritarians breaking up with their oligarch buddies, those oligarch buddies don't end up in a good place. They either end up impoverished, imprisoned, or dead. I'm not saying that that's...
I'm just going to stop right now and tell you that Lulu Garcia Navarro, whom I don't know, is dumb. And yes, you're not supposed to use words dumb and stupid. I don't use them, and it ends conversation. This is such a ridiculous thing to say. Calling Trump an authoritarian. Trump is such a bad dictator that Elon Musk is still alive. What dictator would accept this from one of his subjects? Shouldn't Elon already be hanging from the highest electrical pole there is? Because that would just be ironic. His oligarch buddies. Good God. You mean like George Soros or Alex Soros? Which oligarch buddy? J.B. Pritzker or Oprah? Which oligarch buddy? You're utilizing the Bernie Sanders language? Going after billionaires is cool. He used to go after millionaires, but now he is one. They end up impoverished, imprisoned, or dead. What is wrong with you? When the political left was attacking people who own Teslas and setting Tesla dealerships on fire, were you worried about whether or not Elon was going to be impoverished? These people are just gross. They're gross and they're ignorant and they're not worthy of your time or your love. Lulu Navarro Garcia is not worthy of anything. Why would CNN put her on? Because of comments like this? This is considered to be like good TV? This is dopey. She's an ignorant woman. Say so. Tony, you can't say that about her. Are you saying she's ignorant because she's a woman? I am saying she's ignorant and a woman. Sometimes there are ignorant men out there. But enough about James Carville. It's wrong to say she's an ignorant woman. She is what she is. I'm not apologizing for it. Why in the bloody world would I? Some people are afraid of honesty. I'm not one of those people. Just a dopey thing to say. And man, there's a lot of dopiness. As for this fight, I think this is great for the chattering classes. I just can't tell you how much I don't care. I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm above it all. It's that I think that where our focus needs to be is what's the legislation, where are the spending cuts, where are the tax cuts. There's a whole conversation here about whether or not states can engage regulation of AI. Why would there be a moratorium, a 10-year moratorium on states and their ability to take a look at what AI is doing? Why is that in legislation? Shouldn't that be a conversation separate? Why is that in here? So those conversations about pork or those conversations about things that are add-ons, those are valuable. And I said this yesterday. I don't know if I said in the morning or on Tony Katz today, people talking about the Republican Party's civil war. And I was like, no. That's just all silliness. And I also said that, it's like a calm before the storm. And maybe that was the storm. But it's not anything that moves or should move. Speaker Johnson still has a job to do. Get the tax cuts passed, get rescission bills through already, or at least on the docket, if you will, so Republicans know that we're serious about the actual spending cuts, and you'll get more people on your side. But to trust that you'll get to it later, no one's going to do that. They don't actually trust Trump for that one. They don't trust him on the spending cuts. He hasn't proven he's a spending cut guy. That's why you got to do it now while you have the leverage. I believe you might read about leverage in a book called The Art of the Deal. Speaker Johnson, this is about you. Do your job, son. Matt Bear's got traffic.